Well, yeah, the AMD apparently had a RDNA 3 GPU. This is just more or less the cooler. Who knows what actually the PCB and what the actual core is. This is supposed to be something higher than the 7900 XTX. You just look at the card. This bottom one here is a 7900 XTX. Actually wild how big this card is. So, a massive prototype cooler from AMD's Radeon RX 7000 series have surfaced online, sparking speculation that AMD once considered a true RTX 4090 class GPU during the RDNA 3 era. The leak originated from Korean forum Quasar Zone, where a username FP32 shared images of a mysterious shroud purchased from the Chinese marketplace. Zenu. As first glance, it looks like a standard 7900 XTX reference cooler. It does, but just absolutely massive if you look at it. So thankfully, the user broke down every compare the cooler with an actual retail 7900 XTX. The prototype measures almost 34 centimeters in length compared to 29 centimeters for the RX 7900 XTX. 5 centimeters bigger. You? The guy she told you not to worry about. So, and is nearly 5.5 centimeters thick, taking up all 3 slots for the triple fan configuration. It has slightly different cutouts for LEDs as well, but it largely looks the same aesthetically. The most eye-catching feature is its power design with space carved out for the 3 8-pin connectors instead of the 2 seen on the 7800 XTX. This alone suggests a total board power well beyond 450 watts, 188 technically is what you could do. 188 watts max out of a 8-pin connector. So, making it more akin to NVIDIA's RTX 4090 in scale and power delivery. The heatsink itself has 3 painted red fins in Canadian RDNA 3, yep, and it's a centimeter longer than the RX 900 XTX reference edition. It is thicker than the 7900 XTX, and it is longer. Look at this cutout too for 3 8-pins. It's a big boy. That's a big boy. And see how there's three painted fins? RDNA 3 is what it stands for. So once opened up, we see a copper base plate and a heavy heat pipe array, clearly intended for handling higher thermals and demanding loads. The internal layout of this design is clearly different from the 7000 XTX, further suggesting it was intended for a beefier config. Yeah. Keep in mind that there was no PCB inside. It's just a cooler. It makes sense. So it couldn't be connected to a PC for further testing. The cooler also lacks any I/O at the back, so we couldn't actually guesstimate what model this is going to house. Makes sense. Ooh. It had something there, though. If you look, there was something there. It was taken off. There's a bunch of serial numbers stickered onto the shroud, but they don't return any info when reverse search for again and dead end. Yeah. Sucks. So yeah, as you can see, there was something there. This is not thermal pad. This is a thermal, not paste. It's a thermal goop, basically, that they're using on this. This is not a thermal pad. Yeah, so can't really use these. They've already tried it, unfortunately. I'm doing this to help out people understand stuff. I mean, it's not like I'm just doing it for the money. I mean, there's not much money coming in, so I can't say it's for the money. I do this to help out people, give them some understanding on stuff, try to help out people the best I can. But I am doing this for funsies. So regardless with the RX 700 XTX already running a full unlocked Navi 31 die at 96 compute units, this prototype may have designed for much higher clock speeds or faster memory configurations. Which means they could have used the new. So what was on the old 7900, so 7000 series was GDDR6. Now we got a new GDDR6 on the 9000 series. They might have been running that new GDDR6, the faster speeds, about 20.7, 21 gigabits per second. So it's equally possible that AMD experimented with a large GPU variant, but never made it past internal testing. Rumors of the models like the 7950 XTX or 7990 XTX have circulated in 2022. Yeah. But this is the first physical evidence pointing towards AMD's exploration of more aggressive Halo tier design for RDNA 3. Even a year later, there's still speculation over Team Red's unreleased cards that in hindsight never came to be. So, such a GPU could have possibly bridged the huge gap between the RTX 80 class and 90 class cards with a middle-of-the-road option even today. But the cooler itself is incompatible with retail designs due to its unique mounting pattern, leaving its original purpose a mystery. Yeah. What's clear is that AMD ultimately shifted focus away from the ultra enthusiast segment. Yep. I mean, it's kind of smart in a way. Choosing to compete on efficiency and price of performance, although that's not really a thing anymore. Uh, this prototype is a reminder of what have been in if AMD had decided to go head to head with NVIDIA at the very top end. Yeah, I mean, hacha, big boy. Yeah, 5.5 versus 5, not even 5, 4.2. Wow, but 4.3 centimeter versus 5.5 centimeter. Crazy. 3/8 pin. Again, there's no PCB, so they're just showing this 8-pin array, as in they look how many pins they can hold, kind of thing. Like there's no PCB. These 8 pins would be soldered to a PCB. There is no PCB. But yeah, that's 79, maybe 90 XTX, if it came to be. That's how big it was, or would have been. Absolutely massive.